Gangsta shit.
Hello.
Gang,
Good
gang.
morning. Good evening. Wherever you are in the world. Hello. We back. We got good connection this time. Get them likes up. Come on, let's go with it.
Gang, gang.
This information is
Thumb
gonna
it
be
up.
too
Oh, yeah.
deep
Oh, yeah,
for
they
y'all
ready.
not be liking it.
Oh, yeah, they
Get
ready.
it up.
Oh, yeah, they
Get
ready.
it up.
They ready. They about to jump in hell, boy. Get shit going. About to get it to them.
Hello, hello. I love you, love you, love you. Good morning from Dubai. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, if y'all don't be getting them likes up, I swear I'ma play this music over again. Get them likes up. Let's go.
We on here. What up, gang, gang? I'm just messing with this
Oh,
to see
okay.
what it'll look like if I go live from here.
That's fine, but I mean, is it going live?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
here, but here we is.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what it looks. That's
Hello.
fine for you? That's a good angle?
Yeah, that's good.
I bet. I might get on Facebook days.
Hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in, y'all.
What up, gang, gang? Go Sack gang, come on in. Wipe your feet. You already know what it is. Wipe your feet. Wipe your feet. Wipe your feet. Yeah, everybody jump on this thing, man. Wipe your feet. Yeah, my feet have been wiped, exfoliated, and dry. That's what I'm talking about, Roscoe. That's what I'm talking about, man. Real Gold Sack alumni shit. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful, man. We about to talk about that shit, spiritual gangster shit. You already know. Yeah. 3 weeks in, that's what's up, that one random guy. 3 weeks in, that's what's up. What up, Ryan? See everybody. My G got himself. Hey, man. The most beautiful Arabella's Ruby in this motherfucker. You feel me?
Hello,
Turned up.
hello.
Turned up. Leo season got the sun on us. Leo rising.
Leo
Look at us.
rising in the building. Where my Cancers at? Where my
feel me?
Leos at?
Yeah, man. Getting into them. What's up? Yeah, we going in on their ass right now, man. They love it. Yeah, so we about to be talking about it, man. You know, everybody keep on coming in, thumb it up. Yeah, you already know, Mara. You already know.
Over a year. Oh, over a
Malachi.
year.
Oh, and yeah, go Sack gang. That's what's up. Yeah, what's up, Anthony? And thanks for the breakdown of the polarization of the masculine and positive energy from the last video. No problem, man.
Yeah.
That's what we doing, man. We want to. Okay, you were sending the first, KO. That's what's up.
From South Carolina, such an amazing lady.
Okay.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, and if y'all not following her YouTube channel, follow her YouTube channel. That's Arabella's Ruby.
Arabella Ruby on the
Arabella
tube.
Ruby, yeah. Get it. We about to go in and get
Yes.
to it. There's so much. Ain't nothing, Angel, man, just out here jumping back on the scene, turning up. I know, like, y'all been waiting on content, so we getting it to y'all, you know. I took a nice little break, and we getting back to it. You know what I'm saying? We really about to put the pressure out there and really get back to it. That's really what's needed. And you know, a lot of niggas, yeah.
I spelled my name wrong. I said Arabella S. Runny.
Hey,
Ah, let me see if I can change it.
yeah, so you know.
Yes.
see.
I do respond to people. I ain't got no problem with that.
For astrology hit me for yeah. Drop that game, yeah. We going in, man. Salute everybody jumping this motherfucker, man. We about to start getting it to them. So you know, it's about just really taking this shit to the next level. What we doing, man? You know, it's a lot of people who ready to get this game. You 10 days in, Ryan. That's what's up. Don't stop, homie.
10 days
You know,
in.
and the thing is, you know, with it. When you deal with it, hey, you able to utilize them 10 days. How you feel right now? You at 10 days in. How you feel? How you feel 10 days in? Do you feel amazing? Do you feel great? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? How you feel? You know you 10 days in, homie. And this is your first time going 10 days in? Or like have you been able to go further? You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, we on the ass.
Yeah, I'm about to post it on my Facebook that I'm live. So go ahead.
Yeah.
They know about the
Trying to
intro.
better myself, Lone Wolf. Yeah. He said, Ruby, please mention my name. It's Iran. So, One of the main things, August this 27th, December. That's what's up. Chosen One, what's up, my boy? Oh, you feeling great, Ryan? That's good, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's just the beginning. So, you know, you feeling good. Like, those are the things that you want to utilize when you're thinking about how it makes you feel. When you have those days where you be like, man, I don't know if I can fucking make it. And you feeling like you might be Squirtle Gang in this motherfucker. That's when you, you know what I'm saying? That's when you can sit back and be like, yo, I'm going to stay at it. As long as I made it with 70 days and felt amazing. Day 50 felt vital.
Somebody said 5 years in, goddamn. That's on some Mike Tyson shit.
He the Avatar. He the last Avatar in this motherfucker. Have you read the Master Key? Yeah, I got the Master Key, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all ask me, do I be reading? Man, y'all gotta know y'all talking to an occultist, man. I'm a book reading nigga. Not only just from books, but I've read it, but I got them. I got the Master Key on my phone. Like, there's a lot of books I have, for sure. There's books I can put y'all on to, and I'll do a live on that soon, or a video on that about some books that I think will be essential for y'all. And the thing is, when we talk about books, there's a lot of books that everybody should be reading. Like, motherfuckers need to read. There's a lot of people who don't read, or at least have audio books. You want to stay stimulating your mind.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's always essential and important. You wanna always stay taking that shit to the next level. I'm gonna win the scratch off lottery in 2020. Nigga, you in 2020. Just say I'm gonna win the scratch off. Just say I'm gonna win the scratch off, nigga. Cause that's where you at right now. You in 2020, nigga. You in the twilight zone right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we live. Okay, they can see us. Okay, we on. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just
see it from mine.
posting everywhere.
Okay, so mine is streaming. Let me see if it's still streaming. That's dope. Have you heard about Kabbalah? Man, y'all gotta remember, bro, I do all this shit. I'm an occultist. So, I'm gonna post this right here so y'all can see that. That's crazy. Oh, they're watching me from, I forgot. I got my phone. And they can see it on my phone. I forgot which one was connected. I thought it was from here, the laptop.
I thought that thing, I put in the bedroom, but I don't see it. Let me see. Let me find out YouTube cut my shit off. You see this shit?
Let's see. What up, Ulrich? What's your thoughts on cryptocurrency?
That's yours.
Yeah,
that's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not mine. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Speaking of Kabbalah, man, one of my homeboys is one of the best Kabbalistic scholars out here. If y'all don't know who my homeboy A.A. Rashid is, y'all need to go fuck with him. Follow him on IG at Kabbalah God, I think. If it's not Kabbalah God no more, it's A.A. Rashid. That's my homeboy. The best. I quit smoking weed again. Last time I went 6 months, but going longer this time. Salute. I've been on it for a minute. I haven't smoked in a minute. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, somebody asked me about cryptocurrencies. We'll talk about that soon. Cryptocurrency is a wave. You got Uranus and Taurus right now transiting, so that's going to be something that you need to know. That's very, very important to know. That's the wave of the future. Or learning how to barter, or learning how to utilize things that you can leverage with quality and value. And things that'll be something that nobody can take from you. That is the currency of the future. Those things are very rooted in primal, just the psyche of people. Primal energy such as Taurus, right? That's the first sign that you see in the zodiac. Why? Because it's about establishing value. Uranus is dealing with technology, right? So cryptocurrency is a wave of the future, but it's also just a byproduct of being able to have value in yourself, so you can barter. You can get cryptocurrency and not even have to exchange nothing for it. You just got to be of value, and you'll get currency as well. I went 90 days semen retention, but relapsed. Now my goal is a year. That's beautiful, man. You want to go 365 days? That's some G shit. But understand, like I tell y'all all the time on my page, the whole point is being able to understand that NoFap and semen retention is the beginning to Tantra. So we're talking about going to the next level. And that's where you want to take that on the tantric journey. Just being able to go that long without, but yeah, foundation and distraction. That's why I always say you guys want to make it a lifestyle. Once you can make it a lifestyle, it doesn't become a distraction no more because it is what it is. know? And that's what you wanted to be. Let me see if I can jump on Google. That's right, Google Chrome.
We almost starting, y'all.
Yeah.
Just letting the stragglers come on in on this Sunday evening.
Gang in this thing.
It does not feel like a Sunday. We sure don't.
So we don't. Weed is not for me. I lost weight. It messed with my appetite, and I couldn't eat full meals. Now, for some people, it may do that. You may have adverse effects to it, where you feel like you can't, you know, you can't smoke weed and do all the other things you want to do. It's just about you realizing with yourself, like, where you at on your journey. Do you need that? No. Yeah, Arnaldo, I did ayahuasca. Loved it, man. Y'all gotta remember, if y'all are new to my channel, go back and look at the videos where I talk about psychedelics and DMT and ayahuasca. My next thing is to try Iboga. So Iboga is part of the, or you can say Iboga Bwiti. So it's part of the what part of Africa they are in. But I'm gonna go there and try it one day. You gotta go to Africa to try this. To try the Iboga. That's gonna be some next level shit. That is said to be a little longer than what ayahuasca is. You actually be on that shit for 2 days. If you're dealing with childhood trauma and don't do healing practices, I wouldn't tell you to smoke weed unless you're aware of you hurt and willing to resolve why high. That's the same thing when it comes to understanding how mushrooms work.
Ruby said, what's his name? His name is God King TV on YouTube. God King TV. It's in the description. I mean, in the title.
Yep.
We about to start in a little bit. We're just letting y'all come on in.
Yeah, we here. So everybody's jumping in. That's right. Gang, gang.
Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody out there in Bella Land.
Gang, gang.
Hi. We went live last night and we had a lot of technical difficulty problems, so I apologize for that, but the Wi-Fi was bad and it was cutting up and it was a lot of shit. So, but we back. We is back, and we did a live earlier this morning. Was it this morning? Well, it was around afternoon, whatever. And so we back again. So just so y'all know, this is officially my co-host, God King TV. And for y'all that's just checking in, my name is Arabella S. Ruby on my YouTube, Arabella Ruby. And what I am doing now, if you didn't know, I am getting deep into astrology and sexology because I feel like that is the path that I'm supposed to be going down to right now in my life. It's going towards my purpose, so that's what we're doing. So I linked up with my homie, God King TV, because I didn't even actually know that he was like deep into this stuff already, but he made a little post on his Instagram, and when I seen it, I was like, yeah, this is something that I've been searching for. And I called him, and then we talked for a bit, and I was like, yo, I've got to come to you and we can talk about this, because exactly what you're talking about deep is what I'm studying, what I'm getting into. So it's just like how the universe corresponds with everything you want in life. It will send you the correct people that are vibrationally aligned to you to talk about or bring out what you need. So it's divine intervention. So he's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. So yeah. So the topic today is the difference between an alpha and a beta male in the bedroom. Now, I got King. I feel like I've already talked about this subject, and I know the difference from a female aspect, from an alpha female aspect. However, 98% men follow me, right? And I think majority of them are alpha men too. And if not, they want to be. And let me tell y'all something. There's nothing wrong with being one or the other, okay? There is no such thing as good as bad, and there's no such thing, oh, I'm alpha, you bad. Stop all that, all right? This is just energies and being in your prime as a man, and it's more men stuff. So yeah, this stuff sound good coming from me. However, I want y'all to understand this also from a male's perspective, because at the end of the day, you still need male insight, even if a woman is telling you something. And also, if I'm wrong, I want him to correct me on what the situation is, even if I think I'm right. Because I ain't got no problem saying I'm wrong about something if I feel a certain type of way. So we basically here to check each other and bring out what the truth is. Because there's a lot of people on TV, on YouTube talking about things about alpha and beta and in the bedroom, but they don't really get to the spiritual aspect of it, and that's where the whole astrology comes into it, and the psychology of it. So we getting into the deeper parts that nobody really wants to talk about, because they really don't know what they're talking about. But I know more from experience. I'm sure he knows from experience, but he knows way more knowledge than I know on this realm. So without further ado, sir, what is the difference between an alpha male and a beta male in the bedroom when it comes to women? Let them know.
Check this out, gang. Now, I seen what one person said in here, and I know he deleted it, Arnaldo, and I was going to address that too, to a degree. So what we'll talk about off top is this.
A little bit more forward in the camera. Okay, there we go.
So what we'll talk about this, starting it off, is this. And the reason, like you said, there's nothing wrong with either one. But what I do want to say is this. There is this, I'm not even going to call it propaganda, because it's just the varying degrees of how much niggas know online, right? And so from what people think alpha is, from what you hear in the MGTOW community, what you hear in terms of what red pill men consider what alpha is, right?
Let's break down first off, for the people that don't know, male and female watching this, what is a red pill? What is purple pill? What is blue pill? Just touch on that lightly, and then we can get into what we're talking about.
So, in so many words, to not go too deep on it, when we say red pill online means that a man is very aware of a female's nature. That means he understands what hypergamy is. He also understands the woman's nature in terms to the relation to the man, just on a natural level. And when that is noticed by a man, based on the world that we live in, the society we live in, most men come out the womb blue pill as fuck, because most of us are naive to the nature of what the real nature of a woman is. And then when you go through a series of events, hardships, breakups, all these type of things, whether it's cheating on, certain things will let you know that what's naturally happening is that you were so blue pill because you was cultivated to be blue pill, and then at a point you wake up from the matrix because you realize that even the same women that raised you up, whether it's your mother, whoever, whatever happens, they raised you to be blue pill based on anything that benefits them naturally. So a man was wondering, why isn't this happening this way? And there's a natural hierarchy and a natural dynamics that happen sexually in the world. And so what happens is, once a man wakes up and he realizes, oh, so that's a woman's real nature, then you start to become red pill because you wake up from the matrix. Doesn't mean that you hate them, but then within that, you have dudes who do go through those phases where you hate women, or they hate women, and they realize, well, I'm gonna do the opposite effect. I'm gonna go after them and try to bring them down. It's like, nah, you wasting energy on the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, purple pill, well, let's say blue pill. Blue pill are men who are still, I'm not even gonna say naive, but I'm gonna say they're unaware of the nature and the inclination of the dynamics between men and women. And that's very important to understand. When you can understand the nature of the man and the woman and how they relate, then you understand that that comes to a head in the sexual area. It comes to a head where you will realize is at some point in time, if you are a type of guy who loves women and you love fucking women, you're going to realize at some point in time there's something that either is a reoccurring event that happens, or you're going to get led to a realization based on, why does this happen? Why did she cheat on me? Why does she find that guy more attractive to me when she used to find me attractive? What was it? Is it something I did or whatever? Now, purple pill are men who understand from a red pill standpoint. I understand this woman's nature, but I also want to marry her because I do feel fine and comfortable marrying her, being with her, and based on your relationship with your partner. Hey, you're the only woman I want to be with, or we have our own agreement, but we're married and we're gonna make this work out, and we do our thing. That's purple pill.
All right, so back to the topic. Now that we explain what red pill, purple pill, and blue pill is, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do know about these things. So that's why I'm bringing this to the light now, because, yes. But yeah, so what's the difference between the alpha and the male in the bedroom? Come on, break it down for me, God King. What is it?
When it comes to the alphas, right? So check this out.
Okay.
An alpha man, and this is why I love talking this shit like we talking right now, right? Because check this out. On YouTube, there's gonna be men who talks about what a red pill man is. Now, when I talk about red pill, I understand that there's this two dynamics and layers to what a red pill man is. You got the red pill man who are knuckle draggers. Then you got the red pill man who is a true red pill when he understands the spiritual nature. And this is where it can't be left out.
A lot of those.
Yes.
But go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A true alpha male is going to be a red pill man who is a spiritual gangster in terms of understanding the spiritual nature of a woman. And I mean this in the very, very sense of it's not just about being a low vibrational red pill man who says, I'm just going to fuck women and go my own way and not get attached to them. I'm going to go my own way and I'm not going to do this. If you don't have a level of understanding of how things work on a spiritual level, you're not a true red pill alpha male. And to be honest, a true alpha male is a spiritual gangster. You have to be a spiritual warrior. You have to be a true alpha or true red pill spiritual guy. Now, what does that mean? Most red pills are online going to say the woman's nature is this. Yes. But a red pill spiritual guy is going to say hypergamy is good. A regular red pill guy cannot tell you why hypergamy is good. And I'm not talking about just in the terms of, well, she gets you on your purpose or she makes you better. Yeah, but do you understand the spiritual dynamics of why? That's what separates you, because you're able to understand things on a spiritual level now. You're able to understand things in terms of why it's that way on a complex level of what's just basic and natural. So when you think about red pill nature, of what most guys got to that realization of red pill nature, it was through the frustration of dealing with a woman and going through something where she either chewed you up and spit you out, or you got your feelings hurt, or you got something crushed your spirit because of the ego of the man. What that came down to, or will come down to, is a certain realization. One, the woman is chaos. You can't control a woman. So, as men, we think we can control them. Now, there's pimping and there's all types of levels of manipulation.
That's true.
That's a whole nother topic. But a true red pill natured guy is going to say, damn, I can't control her, but what I do know is the woman's nature. Now, when you know a woman's nature, you don't cry about it. You don't even try to debate them about it. You just know the woman's nature, and then you move accordingly to the nature. And when you have a realization of their nature, you can now appreciate them for who they are and what they are. But when you don't know that, what happens is you start to stay in that blue pill lane. But to the point of there's two different types of alphas, or two different types of true red pill alphas. You got the ones who go to the extreme of being what would be classified as narcissistic. Now, that's another story, but I'm going to break it down for a part just to show people how it goes, because it is what it is.
Just a little bit. Go ahead.
Right. On the spectrum of that, what you would have is a man who is so consumed with worrying about my happiness first. My happiness, fuck how she feel. If she like me, cool. I'm going to fuck her and I'm going to go back to doing me. No feelings. No nothing. My purpose. What I want. At all costs. I won't even give her the emotion. I won't even give her this. I won't even give her a little bit of my vulnerability.
Not even a touch.
Or, quote unquote, of what vulnerability is, which is nothing but openness. Yeah. Which is really strength.
Feelings. Yeah.
Now, that is the metrics of somebody going to the extreme of what alpha and what red pill would be, which is very narcissistic. Now, There's some people who are that consumed with wanting control and power.
And we ain't judging over here.
And we ain't judging. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
So you got guys who are that narcissistic or that to the extreme of what alpha and red pill is, which they have more than likely on a psychological level have been either damaged or hurt so much that they don't want to feel that vulnerability anymore. Yeah. And so guess what happens? They stay in that frame. I'm going to stay narcissistic. It's all about me. Fuck it. I'm going to do it this way. And then guess what? Believe it or not, some people say some alphas or red pills don't pay for pussy. You got some alphas who say, fuck it, I'm going to be so extreme and narcissistic and red pill that I'd rather just pay for the pussy, pay for the time, have fun, or you make enough money to feel that they, as they say, what? It ain't tricking if you got it, right?
True.
That's made up by who? Men. Because why? It's a reason to validate why you would do this. So you got some who can adopt that red pill alpha version of it, which means they can stay alpha because why? They don't have to feel like they could get broken down by a woman if it's contractual or there's an agreement. Then that's why I'll stay red pill and I'll stay alpha. Yeah. I'll treat her like this. She want money anyway. That's what they're gonna say, right? Yeah. So that's how it works. Now to the next level, you got the spiritual red pill alpha niggas, which is very, very, very few in between. Now this is the part that's very hard. Because most motherfuckers think when you hear a spiritual nigga, you think that a nigga gotta be all, oh, peace and blessings, love and like my queen. And then you such beta that you got niggas that fall more into the spiritual beta shit than the spiritual alpha shit, red pill shit. Why? Because you have to understand the true nature of a woman. What up, Ness? So the true nature of a woman is this. From a spiritual level, everything in the universe is feminine. So as a male, you're nothing but the masculine counterpart of the feminine anyway, which means purpose is very necessary because the universe or nature brings you to become masculine to build something anyway. So you're a builder. You are a natural mason anyway, a builder, a carpenter. You're here to build something. You're mama's son. You're my son. Mason, you're a son of the mother. But you're the masculine aspect. In the physical form, even though we all have what? An androgynous nature, masculine and feminine. Why? Because this reality is duality. So now, to that point, this is what separates motherfuckers from being a spiritual red pill alpha nigga versus just a red pill alpha.
Let me ask you a question. I had one of my homeboys here, Rob Elliott III. I see a question. He says, where can I read up on this? Because I'm confused, want to learn more. So let's just say this is the basis. Like, where can a man read more on the energies of alphaness and everything? But you know what he's asking. So how can
he's asking for more stuff than just the alpha. I know what he's asking.
Okay, so what? Give me an answer.
To that point, Rob Elliott III, it's not going to be a simple answer. Why? Because we're talking. You're talking to an occultist. You're not just talking to somebody who's just giving you mundane shit. But what I can tell you is that through research, whether you're starting to talk about tantra, where you start to understand sexual alchemy, and you do your research on just understand the history of women. Yeah. So everything I'm talking about is there, but you have to have the due diligence, and then you have to be able to understand what is really going on. Because remember, if those who caught out loud before, we have not been taught about what sex is. No. Everybody know how to fuck, but who know how to goddamn understand what sex is?
A lot of people
sex is life.
Yeah. Sex is everywhere. It's
sex
everything.
Is everything, exactly.
One thing that I have noticed that I think a lot of men are scared to talk about when they're in their red pill phase, right? This is what I've noticed. Like, yeah, okay, I'm on my red pill. I'm doing all this stuff with these women, you know, banging them out, whatever. I'm even getting 8s, 9s, and 10s, which is fine. I ain't got no judgment over here. But here's what other people are missing. When it gets down to the point where you tired of messing with these women, spiritually you feel drained. First off, I know about it. Where does it come from, and why aren't men talking about the drainage and you being tired of having all these rotations? Because if you want a rotation, okay, cool. You have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool, whatever. But then after a while, they be like, yo, I'm tired of this, man. But everybody everybody's saying red pill, red pill, red pill. I ain't trying to be married. I ain't trying to be married, but I'm missing something. So tell, what is it? Because I know what it is, but I need you to tell them what it is. I want y'all to hear from
this
Mel
is where it gets real deep. This is where it gets deep. Because you got two things happening. You got one part where niggas is doing this wrong. And this is why I talk about the Tantra so much, because niggas do not understand that Tantra is a very essential part of understanding this point. Now check this out. You have a masculine and a feminine side. If you do not know how to cultivate your own feminine side, you're always going to be chasing her outside of yourself. Now, once you can have an understanding of your own feminine side, and then you understand how when you cultivate your chi and you build this attraction to women, you can spin plates, as we will call it in the red pill community. You can spin all the plates you want, but if you ain't doing Tantra where you deplete so much of your goddamn nut, that keeps that attraction at a high level where you appreciate them, when you don't get tired and you don't have this disdain, but you have this disdain that happens over time because you are being depleted. So you are being depleted by so much motherfucking come to your senses. You're coming so much to your senses that this disdain that happens for women in this repulsion effect, it's not on a physical level like, ooh, I don't want to fuck them, clap them cheeks. What it is that you are depleting so much of your own feminine energy that when a woman does get on your nerves for being a woman, it's because you do not understand that you are depleting your own feminine energy. And so over time, yes, you are doing two things. You're running away from your own feminine energy in terms of understanding that. And that happens when you don't have a real good understanding of how you deal with your own feminine energy.
Like a balance. And it's like, it's like men feel like, especially when they're in this red pill phase, they feel like they have to be hard all the time. It's not about that, because they don't understand that there is a feminine and men to every person, even women, right? So
let me just explain how this works so people can understand what's the difference between understanding how important it is to understand how these dynamics of these energies are always at play anyway. Now, as a red pill, we would say, yeah, whole masculine frame, but guess what masculine frame really mean? Masculine frame really means that you are able to understand that you can protect the persons or the women or the people that you love around you, right? Masculine frame means that you can able to have discipline. Masculine frame doesn't mean that you can't laugh at a joke and be like, because you laugh at high pitch. Because guess what? When you're with your homeboys, we can have fun and crack jokes. Because I'm gonna tell you something, as black people, how we do, because we're very expressive. And this is just what we do because it's fun and it's just natural. We could be having fun, cracking jokes, talking about some shit, and then somebody could say some shit to you, like trying to troll on you, like, and then you'll catch yourself in a high pitched voice, not even on no being pussified. You just be like, I ain't do that shit, nigga. I ain't do that. Yeah. Just like what I did. Yeah. That's still masculine frame because you're expressive. There's nothing pussy about. I don't have to be like, ha ha ha, I laughed like this, I laughed like this. Yeah. I didn't. Nah, you expressive. Yeah. Man, that shit had me weak. But I was like, what the fuck happened? High pitched. There ain't nothing pussy about it. Yeah. It's about understanding the expression of how you can look and see that masculine and feminine oscillate in different areas of life and when and where. Now, what is feminine frame? You can be in your feminine frame and guess what? But it's still masculine as a man. I got nieces. When I'm with my niggas or I'm with my woman and we out in the street, I'm ready to bust a nigga head anytime. But guess what? When my niece come around, what's up, Janago? What's up, Aubrey?
Right. You're not hard with them. And
guess what? You fuck with her, I'll kill you. Yeah. So I'm still masculine, I'm still feminine when I understand how to utilize both of these energies. My maternal feminine energy is picking up my niece, making sure she okay. My maternal energy is also doing what? Oh man, your homeboy got in an accident. Hey bro, hey Ness, you all right, man? I heard you got in an accident, bro. You good? You need anything, homie? That's feminine frame, but it oscillates and it's coming from a masculine frame. You utilize these, and when you don't understand what the dynamics of what sex really is, you'll confuse everything because everything has been perverted and dumbed down. And guess what? Everybody who does not understand this stuff has been omitted from the table of understanding what sex really is. So you have been blocked out of understanding what sex really is. All you know how to do is pump and dump. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with a nigga. Hey, but what I'm telling you is if you don't understand cause and effect of things. Ain't no morals here. So when I speak on everything I'm speaking on it from an occultist standpoint. Now, go ahead. Yeah, because I know you got something you like that. Go ahead, get to him.
I was just thinking to myself, as far as the alpha in the bedroom and the difference between the beta, right? I was just getting back to the subject because I know we was going a little over, but it's okay. The thing is, coming from a female standpoint, I'm not trying to go too in there. Okay, so the alpha, whenever an alpha woman is with an alpha male in the bedroom, it's basically he's dominating her at all times, but it's still a form of feminine in there going. He doesn't always have to be so hard with him. So like this whole thing with men, I don't kiss bitches or I don't do all this stuff. Like, listen, when you do stuff like that, you're separating the whole element of the true passion coming out. Because passion is feminine and male energy coming from the man to the woman, because the woman really wants that. But if y'all cutting off a certain type of energy, you taking away the passion out of everything. It's gonna be whack. It's gonna be lame. And I'm telling you from experience, that stuff when you dealing with the alphas and they just want to be hard the whole time, it's whack. There's nothing. It's just. You know what? It makes you almost want to run to a beta because he's more feminine in his ways, right? But not all the time. That's the reason why a lot of times alpha women end up marrying beta men, because they are they are a little bit more feminine than the alpha, yes, but it's like they crave that.
They'll really secretly crave it.
Yeah, they want that, but still they will cheat with an alpha because they want that aggression. But what they really want is the balance of both. So that's what I'm saying. If you a beta, you need to get your her on, and if you an alpha, you need to bring out your more feminine side. That's what makes it passionate. We ain't with that. I ain't with the pumping and dumping. It's just, I mean, it's cool, like you said, if that's what the stage you in. But women really want both sides. So go ahead.
And to that point, I had a thought, because we got the turning up, and I be sitting here thinking about how funny when we can illustrate certain things, people will understand it. When you said in the bedroom, y'all want the balance, right? So this is what popped in my mind that's so funny, because it's very real, and I have to give analogies for niggas to understand it. In the bedroom, that is the dojo. Fighting is fucking. Fucking is fighting. It's all the dynamics of the energy trying to work its way out and establish some type of harmony or a balance. It's the eternal dance in the fight that goes on between the masculine and the feminine. Now, what's funny is this. A man gets turned on when a woman is actually being more in her masculine frame to a degree.
True.
Now that also works on a dynamic when you understand your masculine and feminine in terms of what complements you. So what that means is this: a real alpha male actually likes when a woman is, but this is how it works, and this is why I'm trying to show people the dynamics of how deep it goes, because we live in a dimension of glamour. Somebody who's beautiful and very feminine looking, right? What a male would like is for her to actually be what? A little bit more aggressive. He don't want to have to be like, he got to always take his slight pace. He want to come home slam and he be like, hey, drop your jaw, nigga, I'm about to suck that dick. And a nigga be like, what? And guess what that'll do for him?
Turn him the fuck
all the way.
On.
Why?
And you ain't even got to say nothing.
In her fucking masculine frame when she says, nigga, I'm about to suck that dick.
It's like, and the thing is, like, sometimes you ain't even got to say it. A woman like me that's more like a little bit more masculine sometimes, I understand that, but I know when to be feminine and soft. But most of the time I'm aggressive, and I will come at you hard. I will come at you, but in a feminine, masculine way.
Exactly.
And you know what they do?
A woman that knows what she wants and goes for it in the right way.
She will take your balls in a good way.
Yes.
And they will lay down and they will take it and they will let you rape them.
And guess what?
I've done it. I used to do it.
And how does that work in the bedroom? It works with the key word of what he says. A woman who knows what she wants and goes for it, right? Yeah. That's masculine.
Yeah.
Now understand how this works. That's masculine energy coming from a feminine body, a feminine person who's polarized.
No, YouTube did not. Go ahead.
And so what happens is this. You are now in the receiving end. You are the one who's getting it happen to you. So you're just like, oh shit. And what does that do? It makes you say, boy, she sucked me up. Boy, I was surprised, and that make a motherfucking nigga be like, boy, hey, I'm with that. Hey, she got me. She did that. And then what it does is it lets you understand the dynamics, because she did it. She was in her masculine for a moment. You were in your feminine. That turned you on because she acted from the masculine. Because guess what? Also in astrology, the masculine energy, the Mars energy, is the libido. And then when it's in the woman's chart, it's also the type of man she likes. And then guess what? He said, my first made the move. I respected that heavily. Exactly. Now why?
Yeah.
Why? It's because when you play with the gender of sex, and I'm talking about the dynamics of the gender. When you're in a room with a woman and y'all fucking, y'all doing y'all thing, y'all fighting, y'all are playing, y'all having this whole little thing going on. What does it do? It allows you to understand that while she's doing you, then guess what? When it's your turn, you're going to be on the masculine. And when you're on the masculine side of it now, she's back in her feminine. Why? Because she wants the alpha to say, yeah, I got you for a moment. And then guess what? I'm back to the motherfucking being the alpha male now. Yeah, she got you. And then you want that because what happens is this. You are dealing with both sides of who you guys are. Yeah. She may want something, and if you're not alpha enough to give it to her, it's going to make her feel some type of way. For example, you got some beta niggas who may be different in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. A beta nigga will be on some shit like this. She be like, choke me. I want you to choke me. You're like, but I don't want to choke you. That's beta shit, right?
That's happened before.
There's women who might be like, there might be women who got a little bit of masculine energy than certain males, and she might be like, I want you to give me a nice little, I want you to pull my weave, I want you to pull my hair. He might be like, but I don't want to pull your weave, I don't want to. And the niggas are really, and then they'll probably grab it, and she be like, nigga, pull that motherfucker, nigga, because she wants to live on the edge. Yes. She wants to live on the edge, and if you're not willing to take her to the edge as a male, then guess what's happening? She's gonna look for somebody who will take her to the edge.
That's the reason why, unfortunately, women will cheat with a side dude, which is usually the alpha in his red pillness stage. She will.
Right.
Because she's looking for that.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that is the unfortunate truth for some people who don't want to hear it. Yeah. And this is where this also comes into play with the alpha shit, right? And we'll talk about that mixing in with the beta. You have to walk this delicate line, and this is what I mean when I say the more you learn to cultivate your own feminine energy, you learn to read the feminine energy. You learn to read it within them, and what that means is that there is times where she may want to get fucked like you love her, and guess when that time is? That time is when she's in her masculine. Believe this. I'm talking about in her masculine. This is the dynamics. When she's truly in her feminine, it's when she's acting masculine. When she's trying to, ooh, I want that dick. Oh, she's texting you all day. Ooh, I can't wait to get that motherfucker when you get home. That's her when she's in her feminine, but her masculine's being activated. But when she's in her masculine, and I mean in her masculine in terms of she now wants to see the feminine come from you in terms of, baby, love me, take it easy with me. And it's not the other way around it. So understand how crazy this shit works, because everything down here is inverted. Understand we're in a planet in the dimension of glamour. When she's on the take it slow, baby, take it slow, baby, I just wanna. That's when she's really in her masculine. Yeah. And that's when she's in her masculine to the point where she's rejecting her feminine side because she's looking for you to give that to her now. Yeah. That's when she wants you to be a little bit more slow with her, kissing. That's when she might be like, I want makeout sessions. Or the other time is when she's trying to fuck. She don't care about all that shit then and there. Eat a pussy, fuck a good, goddamn, and then the other time is that. And it's a very weird dynamic that most men don't understand. Because we're talking about cyclic energy. We're talking about cyclic energy now with a beta. A beta male cannot understand the things that we're talking about on an alpha red pill level because he has been duped or conditioned to think one way. Now understand this. There's a very big misconception that red pill men ain't supposed to respect women. Mm-hmm. And people think beta males just respect women, but the other way around. You got more betas who actually disrespect women. Why? Because they are operating from their feminine and they don't understand their own masculine.
Yes.
Now, and I'm not saying they're not male. I'm just saying that they do not understand the dynamics between their own feminine energy and their masculine energy and how it acts, it interacts when they interact with the women outside of them. So they don't get it. They think, well, I did everything the right way. I wrote her poems. I did all this shit, and I still didn't get the pussy. What the fuck? And then they become mad, and it becomes a whole fucking cycle of being angry, but you're doing anything to get a woman, but you're still secretly hating them to a degree. Or you have a disdain because you don't really understand what it is. Yeah, some women like to get thrown off the edge close sometimes, though. Yeah.
They do.
How do you feel about simps? Do you think it's real? Simps is a real thing. All this shit is real, but it's a way, it's about a behavior that comes with it. Understand that a beta can sit here and be very upset with a woman. These are the men who do things like this. And this is what makes women upset. Women will be like, I was scared. I gave him my number because if I didn't get him, I didn't know if he was going to beat me up or he was going to kill me or try to do anything. That's beta. And I'm talking about the toxic beta side. Because certain men are beta, but they have no choice but being beta. Because guess what? That's just natural. So understand that there's this extreme to it that makes it very toxic when it comes to betas. Because why? He wanted her, but he didn't feel good enough because she rejected him. Alpha understands rejection. Alpha does not go where he's not wanted. Because guess what? We have pride. We have an ego that keeps us actually protecting us at times like that. Because guess what? If you are a dude and you understand certain things on the alpha level, you know that every woman ain't for you anyway, but the women that are for you, you will get because you will understand that already. And the more that you tap into your feminine energy, you will know what type of women to go after. Because guess what? What makes a hunter a great hunter? He knows how to catch what the fuck he knows how to catch. If he don't know how to fucking catch something, nigga, you shitty. Nigga, don't come with us no more. You say you know how to fucking catch trout. You don't know how to catch trout, nigga. You know how to catch bass. And because you know how to catch bass, you don't know the terms of what it takes to catch a bass or a trout. So you got to know what you know how to catch. You got to know how to eat what you know how to kill.
Yeah.
And so that's some real shit.
And a lot, you know what? A lot of times I feel like people feel like, oh, if you're alpha and you red pill, like you gotta be aggressive towards women all the time. A lot of men I notice they think they supposed to be around here slapping bitches, and that's definitely not what an alpha man is. That's actually beta form. That's female form. For you to go around doing stuff like that, that's not alpha at all. Because a real alpha would just walk away. That's some feminine shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Straight up.
Now check this out. Speaking of breaking the misconceptions and breaking some codes on shit and showing niggas what's really for real, nothing worse than when someone who runs around saying they're alpha all the time.
Right.
You don't have to say it.
You don't have to say it. It's in the energy, but I mean, there's nothing wrong
with every once in a while.
Every
just
once in a while,
shit.
you know, saying whatever.
Yeah.
But guess what? When you in a room full of people, you know who the fucking alpha is in the room. You don't have to say shit. Your energy, your aura, everything screams you're an alpha. Women, with the whole, even if you see a group of women, usually you know who the leader of the pack is. The leader of the pack is always the one that's doing her own thing, or she'll come in and she'll come right back out. Why? Because she moves how she wants to, because she dominates. That's
now,
really what it is.
I see somebody. Oh, matter of fact, before we do this, look, if you ain't thumb this motherfucker up and you ain't got down, wipe your feet off, man. Thumb it up. That means you a gold sack nigga. If you fucking with gold sack gang, you thumbing it up. If you Squirtle gang right now and you in your feelings, then guess what? You ain't thumbing it up. So if you fucking with us, throw it up, man. It ain't that goddamn hard. It take 2 seconds and you know a nigga fuck with y'all. So you know it ain't shit. Now, guess what? I'm gonna answer these 2 questions in one. VTW said, what the hell is y'all talking about? It's no such thing as alpha or beta males. And then you got Life Sucks says, why do people care so much if they are alpha or beta? Now, I'm going to break both of those things down for a reason.
Because I'm not going to do it.
What you mean, why no man real wants to be a beta male? This is the reality. And I'm giving y'all reality.
Oh, one question at a time.
Yeah, because when we say beta and alpha, you got to understand there's also theta, sigma. But those are things that people can get into if we want to go into the idiosyncrasies of it. But understand this. It's a classification and a profiling method of understanding where a man falls into, not just on a social status, but as a hierarchy. If you take away these buildings, if you take away these cars, if you take away all this stuff, will you be able to be an alpha or a beta? And what does that mean is, will you get the scraps, nigga, or will you know how to hunt and eat? Because guess what?
Only strong gonna survive.
When you watch motherfucking National Geographic, you see the motherfucker who like, nigga, I'm eating now, nigga, this is my motherfucking kill, nigga. And you got the niggas around, please save a morsel, please, may I have some? Niggas try to come to the table with the motherfucker, nigga, back the fuck up, nigga. Back the fuck up, nigga, you ain't about to eat, nigga, you eat when I'm done, nigga, when I'm full. Y'all niggas can have the scraps. So when you understand the ideology in the pathology of what it takes to be alpha versus what beta is going to be the one sitting back waiting on the scraps. Now, if you apply that to understanding the dynamics, there is women out here for everybody. Because why? There's way more women than men. But to that point, if you understand that you got the men out here and niggas be like, well, they got these type of women, and you got other, and guess what? This is why I want to break it down. Beauty is relevant to people, everybody, because we're all, quote unquote, what? Ugly to somebody, should agree, right? But guess what? It doesn't matter, because when you understand hierarchy and you understand the things, if a woman leaves and say, hey, I want to go with this person, that's the same way somebody taking your kill. But you can't control nobody. It's what they're attracted to. So guess what? This is why I'm also going to say this point, and this is what's going to go over a lot of niggas' head because they ain't ready for it. This is more code knowledge for you. A true alpha man knows how to do what? He knows how to attract women. Because why? He's dealing with his feminine, actually it's magnetic, and he usually is masculine as well. He's going after his goal and his purpose. He's staying purpose-driven. He's understanding his own energy, and he's glowing up, and women are attracted to somebody who's poised and balanced and understanding this energy. That makes him more attractive than anything. So now if he's on his grind, he's able to be, and it doesn't help if you easy on the eyes too. That helps a lot too. Because there is this thing where women psychologically look for angles and faces and facial features and things that they are looking at that makes them attracted to you. Yeah. So there's a lot that comes to the dynamics, but when it comes to alpha and beta, alpha doesn't have to be the strongest big man, right? But it has to be a mentality. And it has to be a mentality that you really own up to and know who you are. Now, you can fake it for a while, but guess what? That happens. That's why there's masculine frame that people try to stay in. But when you understand that you deal with both, if you truly masculine and you truly understand your feminine energy, you always deal with both at any given time. Case in point, like I said earlier.
Now, I just want to interject here something. I remember that usually when I used to go out and be in relationships, I would be the initiator. I would always be in my masculine and go up to men, because a lot of times they were just scared of me, which I already know. It's whatever, they get intimidated. But here you go. You know what? Actually, when you said that, you said something that triggered something, and I was like, you know what? In looking for a relationship, when you're an alpha female and you dominate, you know what you want, and you're in your masculine, you're looking for the female trait, not 100%, because I'm not looking for a woman. I'm looking for a man that's going to compliment me, and I feel and I see his feminine without him saying nothing, but he's still in alpha. I'm not looking for a beta. I'm looking for relationships. I'm looking for an alpha that's
now,
still
this is gonna fuck them up.
Feminine.
This is what's gonna fuck them up. It's gonna sound crazy, but